Do you ever catch your dog just staring at you while you scoop kibble or open a can? You probably assume it's pure greed, just a furry little food alarm. But that quiet, steady gaze is usually doing something deeper. It can be trust, it can be routine, it can even be your dog trying to talk to you without making a sound. In this video, you're going to learn what your dog is really saying during meal prep and why one of these reasons loops back at the end in a way that feels weirdly personal. Number 1. The trusting eye, a silent assurance. Your dog's stare is actually a deep trust in action. Have you noticed how your dog doesn't just watch the bowl, they watch you? Not frantic, not barking, just planted there, eyes locked, like they're waiting for a promise. Most people think that stare is pressure. But with a relaxed body, soft eyes, loose mouth, weight settled, it's often trust in real time. Research from Oregon State University suggests that direct eye contact with a relaxed dog indicates trust and attachment. So when you're chopping, scooping, and your dog holds that calm gaze, it can be a silent, "I'm safe with you." My dog, for example, will sit by the fridge and blink slowly the moment the food bag rustles, then look back at my face like, "You got this." And here's the part to remember. Later in the video, you'll see how this same stare doesn't just start with trust. It actually completes a whole trust cycle with you. Number 2. Predictable patterns. Dogs love a routine. Staring at meal prep is a sign of craving routine and stability. Does your dog show up in the kitchen before you even touch the food? Like they heard an invisible timer go off. Same spot, same posture, same unblinking stare. That's not just being hungry. That's your dog clinging to predictability. A study in the journal Behavioral Processes highlights that predictability reduces stress in animals. So the sound of kibble hitting the bowl, the crinkle of a bag, the exact time you walk toward the pantry, those cues become a little safety net. Your dog watches you because you're the center of the routine. You're the one constant in a world that changes fast. When your dog stares during meal prep, it can be their way of saying, "This is the part of the day I understand." And for a dog, understanding is comfort. Number 3. Communication of hunger and anticipation. The staring is an active communication of their needs and anticipation. Have you ever paused mid-prep and your dog's stare gets even heavier? Maybe they lick their lips once. Maybe they swallow. Maybe their ears tilt forward like they're trying to pull the bowl toward them with their mind. That's because the gaze isn't always passive. According to Dr. Alexandra Horowitz of Barnard College, dogs use direct eye gazes as a way to communicate desires and emotions. So your dog isn't just looking. They're sending a message, "I'm ready. Don't forget me. That smells amazing." And they've learned you respond to it. You glance down, you talk to them, you move a little faster. The stare works. If you see it this way, your dog stops looking like a beggar and starts looking like a communicator using the one tool they know you'll notice most, your face. And if this is changing the way you see your dog's stare right now, hit like and subscribe so more dog parents can learn what their dogs are actually trying to say. Because next, you're going to see why your dog isn't only watching the food, they may be watching you for safety. And that final trust loop matters more than you think. Number 4. Safety in numbers. Feeling secure with you. Meal prep time solidifies your dog's sense of secure pack dynamics. Your dog doesn't always choose the closest spot to the food. Sometimes she chooses the closest spot to you. Hip against the cabinet, nose pointed at your hands, eyes flicking from the bowl to your face. Most people think this is just strategic positioning. But there's a safety layer under it. The University of Sussex found that dogs regard the presence of their humans as integral to their safety. So while you're doing something important, in dog terms handling food, your female dog may anchor herself to you like a pack mate who keeps the moment stable. You'll see it when a pan clatters and she doesn't bolt. She looks at you first. When the blender roars, she stays but checks your eyes like, "Are we okay?" In that stare, you're not just a food source. You're the safe place the kitchen revolves around. Number 5. Emotional bonding. Sharing moments beyond words. The stare is part of a bonding ritual that goes beyond language. There's a split second when you turn from the counter and catch her already looking up at you. Not hard, not desperate, just soft, steady eye contact that makes the whole room feel quieter. Most people think bonding happens in big moments: walks, cuddles, play. But Azabu University in Japan found that mutual gaze between dogs and owners enhances bonding and attachment through oxytocin, the bonding hormone. So that little kitchen check-in can actually be a mini bonding ritual. You'll notice it when you talk to her and her face loosens. Or when you smile and she blinks slow, tail making that tiny thump against the floor. You didn't even touch her yet, she's closer. That's why meal prep can feel strangely intimate. Your dog isn't only waiting, she's connecting. Number 6. A trust story. Closing the loop. Why your dog's staring completes a reassuring cycle of trust. Remember at the beginning when you were told that the stare doesn't just start with trust, it completes a whole trust cycle with you. This is the moment that makes it true. Watch what happens right after you set the bowl down. Your dog often looks at the food, and then looks back up at you. Sometimes she won't even eat until you move, speak, or give that tiny nod that says, "Go ahead." Most people think that's just manners or training. But Dr. John Bradshaw explains that consistent, reliable interactions reaffirm a dog's trust in their owner. So the gaze at the end of meal prep can be your dog closing the loop. You handled the resources, you stayed predictable, and you proved again that she's protected. And when you meet her eyes one more time, you're not just feeding her. You're finishing a story she needs to hear every day. Dogs don't love the way cats do: quiet, distant, and selective. Your dog loves with her whole body. With eyes that follow you from room to room, and a presence that says, "I'm with you," even when all you're doing is making dinner. That kitchen stare isn't only about hunger. It's trust, routine, communication, safety, and bonding stacked into one ordinary moment you almost didn't notice. And the real weight of it is this: your female dog chose you as the one who makes the world make sense. So when she looks up at you while you prep that bowl, she's not just waiting for food. She's choosing you again.